So today we're going to talk about Ethereum Classic, specifically the Phoenix upgrade that's coming out next month. So if you want to learn more about it, stay tuned. Let's find out what's inside it, what's it all about, what's it for, and what the heck is an upgrade for? A fork, a hard fork. Why are you doing a hard fork? Ah!
Sit back and enjoy the show. You just never know which way you'll go. So get ready for Digitspin crypto.
So on the ethereumclassic.org website, you're going to find out and see that they're going to be forking Ethereum Classic. Oh, no, it's not the fork that you think where they're going to make another coin. Now, they're not forking the coin away. What they're doing is an upgrade. So, what exactly is the Phoenix Hardfork upgrade? Due in June 2020. The Phoenix upgrade is pretty simple. And it's basically to upgrade the protocols and the virtual machine that's inside of the code, inside the environment. Ethereum Classic obviously prides itself of being its own chain, but the fact of the matter is it's supportive of Ethereum. So as Ethereum comes up with new protocols or upgrades to their blockchain, Ethereum Classic wants to include those so they can stay in step with Ethereum. And to upgrade the blockchain, they have to install the new code. That new code goes into the nodes, and then it becomes a fork. It no longer is the old blockchain, it's a new one. Now, as an open source and community driven project, what's to keep anybody from just dropping out a fork and saying this is the new blockchain? Well, the miners do, the validation nodes do, and those nodes usually take a vote and say, yes, we're going to continue to support the Ethereum Classic blockchain with these new upgrades, and we're going to continue to call it Ethereum Classic. This is to keep people from just modifying or updating or changing the rules haphazardly in the middle of things. Now, every so often, the developers want to upgrade and change the code. And to do that, they have to obviously compile everything up, put it together, but it's not like you just save it on your local computer. This obviously has to be released to the public so that they can upgrade their nodes, because it's an open source project and it's a community driven project. So there are multiple different locations obviously running validation nodes. Ethereum Classic obviously wants to stay in tune. They want to make sure that whatever is running on Ethereum will have the ability to also run on Ethereum Classic for two reasons. You may want to actually start running your dApp or your DeFi directly on Ethereum Classic. And if something should burp on the Ethereum network, Ethereum Classic's concept behind that is that they can easily move their dApp over to Ethereum Classic to continue running it. Sort of a backup plan, if you would. It's approximately 6 different upgrades that add additional opcodes and functionality. Ethereum Classic looks at it as, hey, this isn't really a modification. It's basically an upgrade to the Ethereum Classic network. And if you're running existing nodes, obviously they will have to be upgraded. The nice thing about Ethereum Classic, there's 4 different types of nodes that can be run, or software that can be run to be a validation node on the Ethereum Classic network. So each one of those will be able to work. Unfortunately, the Classic Geth will no longer be supported. So if you're using the old Classic Geth, you're going to have to obviously upgrade. We wish Ethereum Classic a lot of luck with the fork upgrade, which is scheduled sometime in June of 2020. If I look it up real quick, it's at block 10,500,839. So make sure you upgrade your node.